There you go. Another pillow. All right. There you go. I feel good now. What's up, man? It's your thing. This is coffee. Yeah. Did you put 12 on it?
I put the 10.
Oh, okay. What's up? What's up, man? Oh, let's go live. Viewers must be 18 to recharge the same gift. All right, man. Gracias. Uh, thank you guys for tuning in. It's what, Thursday? Wednesday?
Yes, Thursday the 12th.
Yeah, Thursday the 12th, man. What's up, man? How's everybody doing? Man, it's been a mission. It's been a few days. I went live. I was sicker than a dog. I think I picked up a flu out there in Pasadena. You know, I was out there at that cruise night, and man, I hit 282,000 viewers on TikTok. Jeez. That's a lot. I broke the record on my end, you know, because I think one before that was 270 something. I hit 282,000 live viewers. That's right. What's up, man? Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. You know what? You know how we get down on me. We talk about good, positive stuff, good things. You know what I mean? Everything feed, man. No haters. You're a hater. Hey, you know what I mean? Drop your wheel out or whatever and bounce, rock, roller skate. Go over there to those podcasts where they talk about other vatos, homie. We don't do that here, homie. You know, we're grown men here, homie. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, well, you know what I mean? Dispensa, mensa, you know? But anyways, how's everybody doing this evening? Man, I feel way better, man. I was sicker than a dog yesterday, homie. I was like, oh, man, all my lias. Man, I was right there in the bed, all freaking kicking. Do you ride motorcycles? No, I'm not. I mean, yes and no, dog. We ride dirt bikes, homie. You know, we ride dirt bikes, dog. You know? Pero, yeah, I feel like getting me one pretty soon again. You know, I've had my rice rockets when I was younger, you know, but, um, I've just been so busy working, hustling, getting it going on, you know. ¿Qué hora tienes, homie? Son las 7 de la noche, homito. Thank you guys for tuning in. Alfred, what's up, man? Thank you guys. I can see you guys live, man. Do me a favor and double tap that screen. Do me a favor and follow me, homie. You know what I mean? If it ain't too much to ask for, homie. My husband is a big fan of the Chicano fashion, cars, etc. Oh, that's good, man. That's real good. Support him, man. You know what I mean? We always gotta, you know what I mean, represent our cultura to the fullest, you know? Not that we don't hate other gente, other raza. We don't. We just got our own thing going on, you know? Always. We don't trip on nobody like that, you know? We're firme, we're cool, firme gente, you know, wherever you're from. New Mexico, Arizona, Chicali, Texas, wherever you're from, you know, Colorado, up north, down south, it don't matter, you know. To us, we raza, you know. It's a funny thing because I don't know if I mentioned this, but they had an AI of me in my face, everything just like that, and I go like this, and then I get up and I start doing this, and it has Norte 14 and all that. You know, I didn't get it. You know, I started laughing. You know, and they talked in the background, talked about banging and everything and killing. You know what I mean? Doing this, Holly, doing that, Holly. Wait, first and foremost, homie, AI's a trip. Second of all, I don't speak like that, dog. I don't speak about violencia and all that, especially on our people, homie, you know? But, because I have much love for anybody. I don't care where you're from, homie. You know, we've been there and done that, dog. You know, and if you've been around a few blocks and a few miles, homie, you know what's up, man, you know? And that's the truth. You get accepted, you don't. You just keep on moseying on through, homie. You know, don't even trip. You know, a lot of times you ain't gonna be accepted. A lot of times, you know, you won't be looked at the same, but it's all right. You're not here to please nobody like that, dog. You know, you're just here to do you, homes in life, homes. You know, if they can't handle your swag or your stilo, the way you speak, the way you represent yourself, then, hey, you know, that's their pedo. That's not yours, homie. You know. Whether they accept you or they don't, it shouldn't even matter to you, homie. You know, you shouldn't even be looking at that, homes. You know, you should be looking at just trying to succeed in life and try to appreciate the things that are a blessing from the man upstairs, homes. You know, and of course, the worst people to put us down is our own gente, homie. You know, and it sucks. But what can you say, homes? You know, you just gotta keep on trucking, homes. You know, it you know it's a trip because a lot of times I've seen a lot of doors close on me because of my stilo and the character that I am and what I've done in the last 20 years, homie. You know, I don't play, dog. I've been putting it down, pushing. If I'm not accepted in certain destinations, in certain locations, or certain whatever the case might be, or a show or whatever, that's fine. You know, we're not here to how can I say, to please other individuals. You're here just to do your holly, you know. And a lot of times, you know what I mean, the doors have been closed on me, but you know, it's nor here nor there. You know what that means? I'm doing a good job. One, two, you got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on resetting your mind, resetting your goals to shoot to the next level. You know, um, and that's the truth. You know, you can't. You know what I mean? You can't deny that. You know. What's up, homie? That's right. Don't hate the person, hate the devil that's trying to make you hate that person. Yes, that's true, Holmes. That's very true, Holmes. Um, you know, I think for the people that been around, dog, realize and understand and comprehend what's takes place around certain situations. You know, uh, the best thing that you could always do is just keep it feeding. Now, there's some times where for instance, there was an incident one time where Vato disrespected my wife, you know, and I had to change my clothes. Now it was political, and nobody speaks to my wife like that. Almost nobody. I don't care who you are, homie, you know. And sure enough, when I took him down the guy, he didn't want to handle his business, you know, and that showed me a lot. That told me a lot. You know what I mean? Of a certain individuals that that if you're there just to run chaos or cause destructions or whatever, it, it's it's just evilness, homie. And you gotta understand that them people like that, dog, um, will probably never change, homie. You know, and you can't fall for their trap. But at the same token, you got to defend what is yours, homie. You know, I always say those people are the ones that talk from the side of their neck and never really show their true colors like that, homes. You know what I mean? The way they're speaking, you know what I mean? It doesn't represent nothing, dog. You know, and a lot of times I've always pushed away from certain situations where there's no conflict, there's no strife, and I'd rather just make a left. But sometimes you can't, even if you make a left and they're there, and another left and they're there. Well, you gotta, enough is enough, homie, you know? And but most of the time, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I always move to the left. Like, hey, let me avoid this drama. It's not that so much that I try to prove who I am, because that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. I'm not there to prove a point. I just keep it firme and keep on stepping. I've been there and I've done that. I've done hales and I've, you know what I mean, out of my anger, out of my aggression. And the aggression and the anger always wins, homie. You know? And how do you win like that? You win by losing, homie. You know? And it just sucks you back into the system or whatever, you know? While them hint there are out, you know what I mean, and straight talking out of their side of the neck, and I'm like, man, you know what? That's scandalous. You know what I mean? So now I've learned to understand and walk away from certain things, but at the same token, you know what I mean? My family's my family, you know, and I gotta always stand and put my foot down, you know. But nevertheless, you know, we gotta understand that we gotta remain keep your composure, keep feeding, man, and keep on stepping. Whether they like you, they don't. Whether they share your podcast, they don't. Whether they buy your product or they don't, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You already had a hell of a life, and get to sleep in a bed and get some good rafine. Man, what more can you ask for, Holmes? You know, life is too short to be worrying about individuals of who likes you and who don't like you. You know, who accepts you and who doesn't accept you. You know what I mean? That's small fries, homie. That's what we used to say back in the days. That's small fries. Remember the small fries? Yeah, let me have a little small fries. Ole este vato, homie. I'm going to down. Let me have some small fries, you know? You know? But that's the truth. You gotta understand that you gotta control your anger, you know what I mean? Your old ways and your old school ways. Hey, F this fool, you know what I mean? And just get down. Now, we're too old to be doing that. But at the same token, you got to take care of yours, but try to make a left turn always, you know? And try not to prove a point to anybody because you know what? Life is too short and life is great, Holmes. I know you're enjoying it. Look at today, we hit 90 something on March, you know, when March should be what? Rainy weather,
Yeah.
you know, windy, rainy, and then April showers brings May flowers, you know, and today was a good day, you know, regardless of the bills that you can't pay right now, regardless of who loves you and who doesn't, or who's done you wrong. You know what? Life is too great and too short, homie, you know? And especially if you dig my stilo, you've been where I've been at, homes. You've been into the belly of the beast out there in the pintas and the shoes and done the Harleys, high speed chases and the whole this madre, the whole 9 yards, the Fuscas, the Harleys, the 211s. If you done all that, homes, like I have, man, you're blessed to be alive. You're winning, homie. You're winning, dog. You know? And even if you haven't been into that situation, but you have misery and depression and all that in your own prison state of mind, Holmes, look at it this way. You're winning. You're alive. You woke up today, you know? You got to see the sun today. You got to hear the birds go out there, whistle, and do their thing, you know, and you got up to go do your holiday, and you know you get to see your familia, your co-workers, and life ain't always bitter like that, Holmes. You know what I mean? Life is not um just to be walking around all with the frown ups, with the frown, Holmes. You know what I mean? You got to turn it upside down. You got to put your shoulders back, your head up, and it's firme. Hey, that's like ellas. Even though they don't accept you, still give it the fist bump. Homie, what's up? Homie, hey, mucho gusto, dog. You know what I mean? What does it say? Stop Jack. What does Jack want?
I don't know. He just says stop talking and read the comments. Whoa.
Okay, what do you want, Jack? Let's pause for Jack. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about. Individuals just talking out of the side of the neck, and it's a fake account, I bet you. What do you want, Jack? Let's give Jack his time. If I'm able to buy your Pendleton shirts in bulk, Simon, carnal, Simon. This is a righteous Pendleton right here, dog. It's a righteous one right here, dog. I haven't I haven't wore this in a while. I seen it. And, haha, where you from, brother? Oh, now it's a brother. Este vato.
What is it? I mean,
I'm from Norwalk, homies. Norwalk Califas. We still live in the hood. We're still here. We're proud to live in the barrio still. We still represent the cultura, the raza. You know, we still Chicanos, homie, you know, fighting with the city, fighting with the sheriffes, and you know, with everything, dog. You know, we're community leaders now. We represent something different, dog. We don't represent the barrio in the bad way like we used to, but we represent it in the right positive way, which we should be doing, homes, especially in the times that is taking place right now, homes. You know what I mean? Feed my hat. Too bad my head is too big. No, hey dog, I got a big old nuka, homie. I got a big old coconut, Larry. It's big, homie.
yeah.
So you're probably in large, like mine, large, extra large, homie. Mine's a 59 on the measurement, dog. So it's like a large, homie, you know? But gracias, dog. I got this tandito a while back, homie. You know? Man, I came up on this bad boy, dog. I like to flip them up old school style, homie. You know what I mean? Suit style, you know? Bigger than eight. In eight, no. It don't go by. It goes by double digits, dog. It goes by double digits. a 58, 59, 60, 61, and then it lands on the categories of small, medium, large, extra large. Extra large are big old coconuts, homie, you know? The biggest extra large, homie, that extra large is probably like a 62, 63. I'm watching from Nebraska. What's up, homie? What's cracking lacking? Uh, Life is like a box of chocolates. Yeah, Simone, homie, that's the truth, dog. San Gabriel Valley tuning in. What's up, homie? I want some baggy jogging draws, bro. I'll let Joseph. Jackie, what's up, man? I see you guys. Uh, Bro, were you a GQ style influencer back in the days? Nah, but I had my three-piece suits and all that, dog. When I paroled out of prison, I had my. They used to call it me Carlitos Way, so I'll be all G'd up, homie, you know? What's cracking lacking? We have about 8 different fires going on, 80 miles an hour. We're eating la madre. That's right. Mexico tuning in. What's up, man?
Querétaro.
Querétaro. These winds have sparked some hot. Yeah, again, homie. You know, the winds were get you a knit cap, bro. Nah, hell no, nah. It's like we have my little waves, homie. Nah. I mean, I could pull back my hair, you know. Mario, what's up? That's right. Being in the calle is back in the days, now blessing alive, bro. That's right, Mario. It's always a blessing to be alive, homie. Pete, what's up, homie? Watching from Antelope Valley, homes. Eric, nah, fool. No, the freaking the nylon, homie. You gotta put the nylon, homies. Put the nylon on your coconut. Put your tres flores, homie, and you're good to go, dog. In the morning, take it off. Put your hair in there during the day, and when you're about to go out, you just take it off, homie. Vámonos. Stockton in the house. You still in Norwalk? Simone, Gus. I'm still here, dog. I'm still right here in the 160s in the barrio, dog. Right here across the street from the One Ways. That's my original home, the One Ways. I live across the street now. I still live. It's all the same area, you know. I do. We're doing good, man. This father was 114 miles per hour gust winds in Wyoming. That was in November. I wait. Yeah, that's 5 hurricane stuff there. Hell yeah. Keeping it real. Simone, Gus, I'm still here, dog. I'm still in the city of North fighting with Norwalk. Let me see one of those flyers. And this is what I gotta pass out, dog, because we're fighting with the city right now for the parque. Politicians are dirty vatos, dog. This is what I got.
Yeah.
I gotta pass all these out this week, dog. The meetings next week. Them politicians are dirty, dog. La madre. Anyways, what up, homie? Mr. Brown from Oregon State. What's up, homie? The fun was, yeah. Well, it's not crazy over here no more, dog. It's not like people think, oh man, I lay this, I lay that. It's not like what it was, homie. I don't care what neighborhood you from, homie. It's not as bad as it was, dog. You know. If you don't mind how old am I? I'm in my 50s, carnal. My canales live in Norwalk. All right. They're shutting down you guys' park. Why? Because um, they wanna put this water recycling thing that comes from the skies up to the floor, and they don't want to go to the drains, and they want everything from all the drains to go there, and then shoot out to the ocean, be recycled here at the parque.
Recycled.
And one, two, put what's that called? What kind of fuel? Artificial fuel.
Yeah.
Two of them. So that gives you 3 degrees hotter in the area, around the area, and eventually all that rubber from that field, homie, if it starts leaking down into the bottom, it can bring some chemicals out, dog. So we don't want those fields, dog, and it's all monopolized for the soccer teams, dog. You know how the cities do it, dog, you know, and we found some things, so now I can't tell you guys so much. We're coming in strong this week, homie. We're coming in strong with the city, dog. So if you're watching your city council, come with your A game because we're coming in deep, we're coming in strong, we're coming in with paperwork, homie. We're coming in with todo, homie. We're coming hard. You know, when you want something done and you're representing your cultura and your raza, homie, you pull everything out, dog. You go down to the nitty gritty, homie, even to the asquila that was right there, home, while you were signing the signature, homie. So we went deep, dog. My partner, Patty, she went deep into the studying and getting everything ready, home. So, um, they just want to that park. They want to make it into a city park, and they could cash in the feria, dog. You know, and it doesn't belong to the community no more. So, you know what I mean? But we're gonna fight. You know,
Yeah, they're not gonna have. It says that no barbecue
no
area,
barbecue,
no the spray pool is no spray
no
pool.
water
Park.
park for the kids, and man, dog, we need all
And then
that,
they're gonna have
dog.
like a stadium for soccer tournaments, which none of the
Yes,
community
not
has.
none of nobody here in the community plays soccer, dog. They the other people come in from all the other areas, homie, and they take up the whole parking lot. So it's like, why don't you save it to the park down the street, which they sold that they gave that whole property, the gas tanks, the oil tankers. The state of California gave it to the city of Nomak, so they could do it all there. It's a big old park there. It's 10 acres there, you know. So right
It's
here, it's
cheap.
only like what 2 acres, uh, like 6 acres. I you know, like yeah, about 6 acres. Over they gave them what 10 acres, I think. I want to do a cruise for my father-in-law funeral. Would you know anyone willing to do it? Do it 65 Impalas? I'm not too sure, Gustavo. You just got to get a hold of the lowrider community, you know. You just got to get at them, you know. I would like to be a part of that just to see how it goes because I live in Ontario, California, and on one side of the street they have street lights and the other street lights don't have signals. Okay, yeah, Jackie, you just got to keep on pushing, you know. It's just hard, you know. It's we fought and we're still fighting, you know. Pero and crooked people, dog. Man, homie,
Yeah, you can't really say
I
much,
can't
but
say so
yeah.
much. I like hijos de su madre. And they're all raza, dog. Man, homie. Except for one of them, I think. Right?
Hmm.
Jennifer, she's a Savannah. But she's just there smiles. That's all she does. See, you gotta have five board members to make it uneven on the voting, and they'll persuade people and pay for their how election works real quick, homie. I'll just break it down so you could understand. There's five board members, and those five board members have the right to fire and hire a city manager. They could hire them, homes. You know what I mean? So, he makes the decisions of everything except for the board members. The board members got to be five. They can't be an even number. If there's an even number, then they'll be able to collide with the with voting right on the finances or whatever the case might be. So, sure enough, when election time comes, these vatos they come all feed me, all friendly, all this and that for you to go and help them out there in the community, whatever. But to the nitty gritty, when it comes down, the rubber meets the road. Only you know, it's like what they really about. Now they'll pay for individuals just to jump on board, and just to go with the flow. What do you mean go with the flow? Yeah, go with the flow. You ain't gotta say nothing. You just show your face here and there, and they just want you to be a part of whoever's leading that group of five. Because if there's two alpha males, alpha people that's going to lead that group, they're always going to collide. So they'll persuade somebody to just jump on board because they're doing good in the community and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, you got them on board. So you got the election. You know what I mean? And you paid for all his endorsements. The endorsements is like $60,000. That vato trucha, homie. All these years I had to pick up, dog. Nobody taught me nothing. No.
Nope.
Nobody taught me nothing, homie. That's why, like, I dress like this, homie. But to the nitty gritty, we put in work, homie, in the barrios, in the cities, dog.
And out of our heart, you
And
know.
out of our heart, not our finances. And here's the other thing, dog. We don't work for the city or the state, so we don't get paid like they do, dog.
Yeah, that's their job.
That's their job. That's not our job. Our job is to go fight them people that are getting paid. That's supposed to be representing us, dog. You know. Mm, hey, how you doing? I'm not afraid, but I want to do something, but to help uh, the community over here, but they do it for that. So I'm kind of like going, laying low. You just gotta be ready, Jackie. You gotta be ready. You're gonna get citations. You're gonna get. Look, Holmes, how the city comes back at you, dog. Listen, you guys, pay attention. How the city comes back at you, code enforcement, public safety, any violations that they could get you in the pattern to shut you down, they'll do it. I've had citations. I had code enforcements coming in. If your trees are too long, they want you to cut them. If you have a rail gate that's rusted, they want you to paint it. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of things that they do. They're scandalous with it, but it's all right. You know, one time the mayor she went on social media and she threatened me. Homie, you know, she said all kinds of this madre like. You know, all I'm just trying to do is just to prevent the soccer fields from coming on here into our parque. You know what I mean? Do something better. Give me a baseball field. You know, and but they got it all monopolized. The husband works for the Norwalk Lamar School District, so he has that vato. What's his name?
What was his name?
Hector.
No,
There's a vato that he got into the soccer field years ago, and this vato monopolized all the soccer, and he made a big killing out of it. Financially, he made a freaking killing. He was able to travel the world with those finances, send his
he
kid to
sends
college.
his kids to like the minor
Yeah, the minor
leagues.
leagues, and what's his name?
I'm looking him up.
And so they're hooked up. They're hooked up with the mayor, and the mayor's husband is the Norwalk Lamar School District board member. Lata wasn't into politics, doc, but they got him in. So you figure you get the city councilor in there, city manager, and then the board, the school board, and then you get monopolize the whole school district, the soccer fields, homie. Los son pendejos, homie. But we ain't either, homie. It's not worth all that stress, brother. Oh, it is. It is, homie. I'm gonna tell you why. People that turn their cheek and let things go and let them walk all over the communities is like corporate people coming in, corporate companies coming in and buying out your pads and flipping them over, homes, and we lose everything, dog. And then it scatters, and all the raza scatters, and then they sell the cantona 3 times as much, and us dummy, we fall for it, we go buy it, homie. So it is worth it, homie. It is worth it for your future, for your raza, for your community. You know, if you're cafe like me, póngase trucha, homie. I mean, I know a lot of you guys, I'm not saying a lot, but there's some gente that moved out there to the good areas, and, you know, I don't have to deal with that. You know, I don't want to get involved. And that's feed, my dog. Us people that still live here, we're still gonna keep on fighting. You know, if you still represent your city, your cultura, whatever, always get involved. Always fight, homie. Always pursue what you need to pursue, and always push what you need to push, homie. Do I know Eddie Torres from Matt Waters? I probably do. You know, we've been going through that in New Jersey. Oh, that's even worse. I bet you. Mark, Rockin Chicano, I love your page, bro. Different hood, but still respect you and your comments. Yeah, Simone,
Hugo,
dog.
his name is
Your
Hugo.
content, Mark. What's his name?
Hugo.
Yeah, his name is Hugo. You know, that's Tabato's name. But we got to hold this mother ready. So, you know, it's worth it. A lot of people moved out, and, you know, and I'm good. I'm living feed, man. But what about the people behind you, dog? What about our people down here? You know what I mean? Can we help them out? Can we do something? You know, it is a lot of holly, but it is a lot of holly, homie. But you know, like they say, is you were scared doing jales when you were in the barrio and doing all this madre and bringing destruction to the hood. So I gotta give back, homie. There's no option for me, homie. There's no, I'm feed, man. I don't want to get him out. Nah, hell no, dog. If I brought destruction into the community, into the virus when I was young and dumb and didn't have no guidance, no acknowledgement, no nothing, oh hell no. It's my job, and it's every veterano's job to go back and restore your neighborhood homes. And if not, then that's fine, man, dog. Go live your Tecato life somewhere else and bump your oldies, cruise your Rafla, whatever. That's feed, man. You know, Got nothing against it, homie. That's you, dog. But if you really love your community and you stand for what you represent at your barrio, then you do what is right and help out. A lot of people um don't come back, but a lot of people give, donate, bring their ranflas into the fundraisers. That's a lot, homie. Because every time they bring a ranfla over, it's about 100 something bucks plus their time. So a lot of veteranos, a lot of OG vatos, that's how they do it. Like, look, dog, I'm not gonna get caught up, but I'm gonna bring my car club. Oh, homie, that's good enough, homie. And we raise the finances of whatever we need. Uh Discussion is communities fight to prevent the city park from being built. Yeah, that's right. You're a positive influencer, all of us. Hey, Mark, it's you guys too, homie. We're all in this together, homes. I know you guys. Look, I've always mentioned this, homes. When I have you guys' attention, I gotta bring my freaking A game, dog. The day you see me eating here, and please slap me, dog. Please freaking slap me. Don't say nothing. Bam. Vato pendejo, dog. What's wrong with you? That's it. And that's the truth, dog. I can't sit here and, you know what I mean? When I got your time, it's showtime, baby. It's showtime. Your time is important, dog. I'm not here to freaking just entertain you, dog. I'm not here to talk myself about other people and this and that. No, I got proof. We're gonna go take care of business, dog. We're not the type of gente that should just sit here, talk about barrio, this and that, and he's from here, he's from there, here, let me take a toque, and here's a pisto. We don't do that. We've been doing that our whole freaking lives, homie. So I'll tell you what, let me get G'd up on my Pendleton, my little tandito, my gafas, on my frocha, and let's talk positive, homie. Tell me where you graduated, homie. Tell me what you're doing, dog, for your body, for your community, for your raza, dog. A lot of people tend to let it go, dog. You don't hear brown pride, homie. You don't hear Viva la Raza. You don't hear none of that stuff no more, homie. Everybody tend to just mosey on through, homes, and well, I'm just stuck like doing this and doing that. Nah, homie, get caught up, dog. What do you mean get caught up? I can't get caught up. Yes, you can. Go join the little league. Go help out coach, homie. Go influence people, homes. And I love to push people like that. I love to stir gente up, man. I don't care where you at. I don't care how bad you are right now, homies. It stir you up, dog. Because I've been in the trenches, homie. I've been down and out. I've been all the way to the bottom, homie. To the belly of the beast, dog. To the shoes, to doing the terms, doing this, doing that. My own brother, my own carnal, poniéndole manos a la jefita y while she's in her bed and she had lista to hit the other side, homes, and my firstborn by another vato, lo, you know what I mean? Le cortó el aire and all that. I gotta give it in code so you guys could understand. They don't shut it down, homie. But after I've been through all that in 3 months of just gone cahoots in my mente and in and out and beat life sentences, homie, what the am I gonna be doing out there just working construction and doing this, dog? Let me go cruise my lowrider. Chalecos mecos, homie. It don't work like that, dog. You gotta put it down. You gotta come back. That's why when your time is here with me, dog, it's freaking crucial, dog. I know I entertain. I know I bring some music, some rhythm, some stilo and everything. Hey, but you know what? I want you to do your part. I'm not here. Let's take a test on this food and just eat there all freaking marrano status and crawling and drooling out of your side of your mouth, dog, and Lahaina freaking chewing on a salad with chicken and ranch all. Come on, are you serious, dog? Will I disrespect my gente like that, Charlie? Now, if you come at me sideways, you know what I mean? Let's go clown. We'll clown, homie. But your time is crucial, homie. When I come on here, I want you guys to freaking shine bigger than me. I want you to look sharper than me, dog. Why? Because that's my food, homie. If I get to influence gente like that, I want you to grow, dog. And it doesn't take much, homie. You just gotta have tenacity, dog. Tenacity? What's that, homie? Let it stir up in your stomach, homie. Vámonos, it's the gift, homie. Whatever gift you have, homie, that you're good at it. Put it down, homie, and influence the next person behind you, dog. Because there's somebody gonna be coming up real quick in your life, homie. And if you just let it slip by, what? You just gonna go and be like my grandma, passed away and left the feria behind. Everybody was fighting for the feria and todo desmadre. She didn't tell nobody how to hustle this and hustle that. And the whole familia went to war at the end of it. You know what's so sad? She doesn't even have a tombstone on there, dog. You know? The whole desmadre. No, you got to teach the next one, homie. You know, get to understand that, hey, you know what? You're going up in your last chapters in your vida, homie. Your book is in towards the last of your chapters, homie. What are you gonna write about, dog? What are you gonna do, dog? Oh, I just came, I worked my 9 to 5. What else do you expect? There's more that you can do, dog, you know? Oh, you're asking for feria? I will never sit here and ask for money, dog. Never, homie. I will never do that, dog. You know? And if indeed you get a fake account or whatever, Rockin Chicano or Anthony Tavares, I will never ask for money, dog. Nah, shot it. That's the last thing. And you know why? Because I rely on what the man upstairs says. You know what he says? You will never see my gente begging for feria. We don't do that, dog. You know? We're okay. I will never do that to you guys. I will never disrespect you like that. I will never say, here, let's go do a fundraiser. What is it called?
Oh, the family?
A GoFundMe page. Here's the GoFundMe page. Shale, homie. God gave me the strength, the ability, the mentality, the wisdom to come up on the hale, and we're gonna do it, dog. You know, if and indeed it's a fundraiser, let's just do it right, dog. We're gonna put up a show, sell some carne asada, whatever. Come and buy a plate, homie. Ahí te va. This is what we gotta give back, homie. We're not just here, give. You know what I mean? No, we ain't gonna do that crap here, dog. So if you were to get a message from me, cuéntate, chavala. That's what you put down on the text, all right? Cuéntate, chavala. Because we don't ask for feria, dog. I just ask for your time and your wisdom and your knowledge to understand that every time I come on here, dog, is to spit some game, dog. That everything's gonna be okay. That you can go forward, homie. Don't go back. Don't go looking back, dog. How many shows are out there, dog? They just talking freaking side of their neck and pure masa, dog. And it sells, dog. Negativity sells. Their freaking web pages are blowing up. Getting locals and everything negative, homie. Let me ask you this question, dog. Let me ask you this, homie. The day that you go meet your maker, homie, what are you gonna explain to him about the time that you have being in front of the gente, dog? Did you ever speak about him, homie? Or is it just to get locals and talk about other vatos like that, dog? You know? I definitely don't want to be in that situation. I definitely don't want to be in front of that maker and saying, hey, you know what? Hey, dispensa, nah. Get away from me for I never knew you. You know? I don't want to be like that, dog. Am I perfect, Charlie? Not one bit at all, dog. But we're striving. We're pushing. And doggone it, to my last dying breath, we're going to keep on pushing, homie. When I leave this earth and get ready to bounce, I ain't going to be in the bed, homie. Heck, no, I'm going to push that bed and push my son. Because I want to be on my knees thanking God before I go meet him, dog. That everything and every time that I have, that I made it right for him, you know? That I made it right into society, into mankind. That I left my mark, that I was okay. Though I made mistakes in life, but it's all right. You know? People did me wrong. That's fine. I forgive and I forget, you know? I just guarded my heart and I pushed people away and vámonos, let's make a left turn. But it's okay. Or do you just want to be up there and, hey, you know what? I make this and I make that. You know, and I talked about people, but wait a minute, you were just getting locals. You had the attention, you had the podium right here in front of gente. You never spoke positive, you never influenced people, you never encouraged people, you never motivate them to go do and have a better life. But yet I gave you a better life. You understand that, you guys? See, he gave me a better life, homie. It ain't perfect, but it's perfect for his eyes, and it's perfect for where I'm at. At times I want more, I need more, but it's okay. It's in his timing. Or do I go back to go get locotes, all yes, got out, all PCP'd out, homes, and look, I'll feed me, get all tatted down and go back into the pinta and do the whole this madre and go follow orders and go do this, come back out on parole, go to the shoes again. And do I go do all that? See, he gave me a better life. So why can't I spit the game to somebody else? Why can't I spit the game to somebody else that's paying attention, homie? See, if I got your attention, hey, it's a blessing, homie. That's why I would never pistear here, fraquear here, or eat a big old bowl of food or whatever, homie. Your time to me is precious, homie. I might not get to know everybody because I got three social medias jumping off at the same time. I might not reach your comment because there's too many comments coming in. And I can't say because the other thing it shuts me down, dog. You know? So dispensa. But if I catch your message, hey, I'll get at you. You know, if you have something personal against me, inbox me. I just mentioned to you that I'm a man. I'm straight up, Holmes. You know what I mean? I ain't the one that, oh, hey, you know, Charlie, Holmes. You know what I mean? You have something, they speak to me like a man. I'm feedman. You know? I'm not the rest of these fools where you go run your mouth and go set up this and that and nothing happens, homie. You know? I'm always been forward, Holmes. I'm feeding, I'm straight, I'm okay. But why wouldn't I teach you a better life? Why wouldn't I help you to grow into the next position in your life, homie? You know? That's selfishness, dog. So you mean to tell me he got me out of my mental state where I was all jacked up, all drugged up, all hollered out, and G rides, high speed chases with the hooras, and you doing my hollies and all that, and he got me out of all that, and I can't go back and help out people and go fight in the city, homie. That's being selfish, carnal. That's being selfish, dog. You know, when I beat my last life sentence, it was 35 life under the Habitual Criminal Act, homie. You know? It was under the Habitual Criminal Act. It's not under the Third Strikes, but they call it the Third Strikes, homie. I never knew if I was going to make it out. I took the deal. I took a 5-year deal. And most of the time I was in the shoe, in the hole, and whatever. I don't give an F. I don't remember the time neither. I don't know how many years I did. I did a lot of years. I don't remember the last time I got high. I don't want to remember that. I don't want to remember none of that crap because none of that crap was beneficial. Only the good things that I needed, I had to put them in my mind. So I knew that in life, in the near future, I was able to use them. Thank God that I'm able to do t-shirts and, dry cleaning and all that, I'm certified through all that, so I'm blessed. I'm okay, Jack of all trades, master of none. But if he got me out of all that, homie, and I beat my last life sentence, homie, you know, and I come out here and I don't teach the next ones, dog, I hate to say it, dog, you're straight puto, dog. You know what I mean? Oh, what do you mean? Straight up, dog. You know? Straight up, homie. It's just about you, dog. You know? And I don't mean it disrespectfully like that, homie. But sit down and think, dog. How many times he didn't save you, dog? All the cuetazos and the ramfla look like cheese on wheels, dog. How many times you didn't get away, dog? How many times you didn't do hollies and you barely made it out of there, dog? Barely, dog. How many high speed chases you didn't been into, dog? You know? Dispensa. How many times you didn't get out locote and you don't know how you made it home, dog? How many times you came back and you threw a doble and you got up and you know what I mean, you're all right, or you ended up in the hospital and you're like, what happened? What the heck? You know? How many times he didn't save you, homie? How many times he didn't look out after you, dog? Un fregatal, dog. To me, Holmes, the time here with you guys is precious, Holmes. And I'm thankful and I'm blessed. And it's an honor to have you guys on here, dog. I know I'll take you guys to car shows and all that because it's not just about just speaking positive stuff like this or, you know what I mean, influence this or whatever. And we talk about God, talk about this, talk about that, and mix it all together where he gets the credit. It's not always about that, dog. I like to take you guys out to the car shows, the lowriders. I'll crack jokes and whatnot, you know? I like to ease off. It's not always being all serio and speaking about all these things, Holmes, you know? I mix it up and hope you guys enjoy it. And it's an honor to have you guys always on board, you know? So if you want, if you like, dog, you can follow me, homie. And if not, then that's speed, man. Hey, may you be doing good in life, homie. And be another like me or even greater, dog. And keep on pushing. Press that button on, share it, whatever. Somebody might want to use it. Somebody might want to hear it. But I know damn well, homie, that I ain't going out like that, dog. There's another man, another vato named Lazy from another barrio, dog. That's what they used to call me. That he's lost and bound and now don't understand in life, homie. And I'm going to make sure, I'm going to try to make sure that the vato gets a message or gets it through his coconut so he could understand. Hey, Holmes, it's a trap. CDC makes money out of us, homie. The system's rigged for us to fail, dog. All the voter representation and all this, it's a setup, homie. It's a setup, dog, through the system, dog. We do one thing and we have pride for the barrio, but it's the system makes money out of that, not us. You know, we're protecting something that it's not the way it's supposed to be. You know, not that I'm talking down on neighborhoods, but they gotta understand that the system makes money. We don't make the money. There's a stock bond behind there. Yeah, they're betting on your kids, your grandkids, your nephews, your nieces, for you them to get incarcerated. You know? And it's a whole scheme, dog. You know, look around. Who owns the liquor stores and all that? It ain't the raza, but the raza's always walking in, buying their pistos, la caguama. The scratchers, who makes all the money? Not us, dog, because I see them paisas doing this and doing that, and them fools are still broke, homie. Oh, I hit $5,000, but you probably invested about 35, homie, you know? The frajos, the pisto, you know? We just gotta keep through, homie. But it's an honor to have you guys here, homie. And if I didn't speak positive, if I didn't speak to you about a little bit about God and this and that, I'm a chump, homie. I'm straight up chump, dog. You mean he saved me from all that? From the overdoses and all the whole desmadre, dog? And I can't give back? Of course I can give back, homie. MGG, Simon que si. Stay blessed, Jackie. What's up? 29 years later, still having nightmares about my younger years. Mark, you gotta keep on praying, fool. And they'll help you out. Felicia Simon. Uh, for you hyenas. Let's talk about the hyenas, homie. How many times wasn't he there for you, homie? How many times didn't you hold your baby and thought you were gonna make it through when your baby daddy left you, homie? And you could still smell the baby scent into that, and your nose is still there. You still remember. As you look down at your son and your daughter, and you wrapped up, and the vato was gone to the pinta, and you were still there. How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna survive? He seen you through, didn't he? He fed your child, didn't he? He fed you, didn't he? He paid your bills, didn't he? Yeah. You might have not gone through the pinta and might have not gone through all that. But the time that you were about to give labor and all the whole this mother and everything was coming out, Holmes, wasn't he there, dog? Didn't he see you there? You might have made the wrong choices of picking the wrong dad. That's okay. You know, you live and learn. That's a lesson to be learned. So you can teach your daughter, you can teach your son not to make the same mistakes that you made as you were growing up, as you were a young woman. How many times wasn't he there? How many times he didn't see you through? How many times that EBT or the welfare check didn't kick in, dog? Go run down and chase down the mailman. Hey, excuse me, do you happen to have this check from this address? My mom's waiting on it. How many times it didn't drop, homie? On the 1st and the 15th. Huh? How many times it didn't drop, dog? And you can still remember that mail lady giving it to your son, to your daughter. Hija de su madre. It hit, homie. Like hitting the lottery, dog. Heck yeah. You see your kids running down the street with a check in their hand. It's an envelope, Holmes. Hey, yeah, we hit it. How many times he didn't see you through, dog? Huh? I remember. I remember clearly when my jefita would be there, Holmes. She would see me from a distance and we could snatch up that welfare check, dog. You know? How many times he didn't see you through, dog? When you were all sick, you thought you weren't gonna make it, and you're trying to get away, trying to find yourself, homie, and left the kids with your parents, and you just trying to take off on the long run, the long journey, homie. Trying to find yourself, dog. Try to define the things of life and your self-being, dog. You became this big philosophizer, all loaded, homie. All locals and talking about this and talking about that in the calles, from one cantona to another, from one car to another, sharing the clothes of your homegirl because your homegirl thought that she loved you and share the ropa. She was so scared she even shared the same freaking vato, homie. How many times you didn't go through that madness, homie? How many times you didn't wake up, dog, all cruda, all doped up, and oh man, oh here we go again. Hey man, where's the menudo? Let's get this bolo going. I gotta call up. You haven't even called up your kids, homie. Haven't even checked up on your crias, dog, for about a week, homie. And your parents chingándole, doing it hard just so you could go find yourself, homie. And you're out there in the calle just still tirada. Still lost, homie. From cantona to cantona, homie. Taking apply as much as you can, dog. Didn't even have deodorant. When you were at the motel, you would put soap under your armpits so it wouldn't smell. You didn't even have no more feria, dog. Get caught up in the G-Rides to go do the holla so you can have a little bit of feria for yourself. But yet the crias were at the pad already with your jefita and your jefito. And every time you try to go show up, they would just, the jefe would just nod at you like, man, perdida, lost cause. But he wouldn't say it, just by the actions of his face. Didn't they take care of your kids, homie? Didn't they guard them? Didn't they shield them? And you know why they did it, homie? Because they loved you. That's why they did it. They figured we probably did something wrong along the way where this one fell off, but we're going to make sure that these don't fall off. Remember, 2, 3 in the morning, you would get in a fight, take the kids and this and that. You get in a big old fight with your jefita and your jefito. Vámonos out of here. At 3, 4, 5 in the morning with the luggage and the freaking plastic bag, homie, a bolsa, roaming the calles, see what homegirl or homeboy would open up the house for you, homie. I remember clearly. 5 in the morning, homie, the one ways, dog. About 5, 6 years old. What pad are we hitting next? But it was so freaking cold. And you couldn't find yourself. You had no answers. You had no clue. You had no idea. How many times wasn't he there for you? How many times wasn't he there for you? Give him thanks, homie. Give back. How about him? Hell yeah.
Loco said, enjoying your live stream, buddy.
It's hard, huh?
Jonathan said, Simon que sí, OG.
Is that the truth? Ain't that the truth? You would look at your baby and you still remember that smell. You remember the blanket and everything, and it was so yummy. Who's gonna help me? And you were single parent. Or the vato was out there all lost, all perdido. That's barrio life, homie. That's straight up barrio life, homie. That's what our people went through, homie. You know? That's why I could never walk away, homie. I could never walk away. I could never walk away like that. Is this no, dog?
No, you got that.
This Pendleton color, this is like 10 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 10 years old, homie. Like 10. Remember, it's, so they last forever. Rockin Chicano, blessings to you and to your familia. Trying to help out all races. These youngsters need this good talk, homie. Been there, done that. Time for another path, big dog. We need more, big dog. Try to talk to youngsters. Simone, always, dog. What up, man? What's up, man? I see you up there. Look at Indiana Jones. Simone, dog. Look at me, dog. But I'm Chicano, homie.
Chicano.
I'll be in the jungles out here, dog. Shout outs to my daughter. Is he for her birthday? What's up, man?
Happy birthday. She turned 6 today.
That's her, what's her name?
Elise.
Elise. Chicano Jones, that's right. And then little China's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Dispensa, I just got over a flu and a cold, homie. So, thank you guys. Good evening, people. Need to have a testimonial like yours. Another part if you have kids. All right. What up, homie? Bust a move, OG. Yo, ese desde New Jersey sending love. Stay safe. That's right. I'll see you, canal. Taino. New Jersey. That's right, man. Hey, but is that the truth?
That is so true. That is absolutely the truth, man.
All right. Thank you guys for joining in. And
on a Thursday night, it's been hot here.
It's been hot.
On what, 96?
Yeah, that's right, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, homie.
Sean Taylor said hello from Pennsylvania.
What up from Colorado? What's up, man? Hey, throw out your city, throw out your barrio. As long as you don't bang on each other, don't disrespect each other. Hey, don't do that, homie. We don't play that, homie. You gotta take pride in your barrio. I understand where you come from, homie. Not everybody was born here in my area. Not everybody was born in your area. So you could let it be known, homie, as long as you don't disrespect, homie. Paris Califas, what's up, man? Sananto kicking in, what's up? Texas, USA, homie, what's up, man? Good evening, greetings from Ventura and Oxnard. Dallas, Texas, checking in. What's up, homie? Thanks for the positive words. No, thank you guys for tuning in. Vallejo, 805 Santa Paula. What's up, homie? Much love and respect to Santa Paula. Florida, what's up? Canton in the house, homie. I see you. We love Placencia. We love you in Placencia, Califas. What's up, man? Pennsylvania checking in. Hayward, what's up, my northern family, homie? What's up? Kansas, Topeka. Man, dispensa, homie. I can't pronounce it, dog. But it's in Kansas, homie.
785.
785. Cuba from Southwest Florida. Stockton in the house. What's up, Stockton? I see you, Stockton. Caroline Villalobos, what's up, man? I see you. She's tuning in.
Oh, hey, Carol.
Much love and respect to you guys, to you and the hubby, and the family, and Gabriel, everybody who said Cuba. 915 Chuco Town, homie. Mesopotamia, Iraq, homie. Woo, see, la madre. What's up, homie? Barnock, one way southeast, Los. What's up? That little man. Now, what's up, little man? Gardena 13, Harbor area. Saludos to the gents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saludos to the gents, homie. Car Club.
Diego said, ¿Qué onda, vato loco?
Oh, blessings, bro. What's up, man? ¿Qué onda, vato locos? What's up, Diego? I see you, homie. Silverdale, Washington. What's up, homie? What up, dog? Dolphin Park, Carson Califas. Orale, I see you. I see you. Who else is on here? Rockin' los saludos de San Benito, Texas. What's up, man? Thank you guys for tuning in, homie. Man, I feel good, dog. I've been losing my weight, homie. Been hitting the weights, homie. Shh, I lost some weight already. Homie. I'm trying to get my pinta body back, homie. But the body, like, it ain't busting no burpees, fool, right now, dog. You go hit that treadmill, but busting the burpees, I'm like, come on, fool. And I got to pull it back like this, dog. And I hear the crash. All right, let's go. Karina, what's up, man? Much love and respect to you and the familia, Anthony from Mid-City. What's up, Mid-City? ¿Qué pasó, homie? Shout outs from Southeast Houston. Thank you for shouting out my daughter out for her birthday. What's up? Hey, saludos to her. Much love to her. May she have a firme day. It's her day. And remember, saludos de Tijuana, compita. What's up, homie? Remember, you guys, when it's your birthday, make sure you celebrate it, but make them blow out the candles, homie. Because it's some memories that they're going to remember. I know you're going to say, oh, I don't celebrate this. I know you don't celebrate it. I'm the same way. But you know what? Somebody told me it's not about you. It's about them to have that memory for the rest of their life. So it's true. Think about that. Just remember, bro, help us with your positivity. God bless you and your family. That's right. I don't know what's happening. What's cracking lacking?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. How many years did you do, OG? Aún fregatal, homie. Like 14, 15, I think, dog. I hate counting, dog. It was time wasted, homie. You know? It's time wasted. I don't remember the last time I got high, but I'm thinking like 19, 20 years ago. I don't think back, dog, like that. That's my past, homie. You know, it dragged me down. No, chalecos. WSP, brother, what's up, homie? Happy birthday, Rockin Chicano, to your daughter and bless it. No, it ain't me, dog. It's the birthday for who was that girl?
It was a little girl.
It was a little girl. I think she turned 6 years old. Elise. But remember, when it's your birthday, I know you don't celebrate it, but still celebrate it with your kids and your grandkids because they're gonna remember that. You know, let them blow out the candles. You know, so they could have a memory forever. You know, that's for us that if we're older. Harbor area 310 in the house. What's up, man? Do you ever do time? You ever do time with the homies from Chiques, La Colonia, Oxnard, to be exact? Yeah, homie. I did time with Vargas's dad, homie. I did time with him. He's from Chiques. And he was trip. But he was all right, dog. Not talking smack, but you could tell, like, he didn't want to talk about it. Sanjo in the casa. What up, Sanjo? Low riders, homie. What's up, homie? I see you. Uh, your wife deserves a lot of credit. Oh, she does. Always, homie. I ain't lying, homies. I try to pamper her as much as I can, dog. You know, I try not to argue with her, dog. Always, and whatever's clever, and she's always right. And I avoid it, dog. You know what I mean? I'm too old to be arguing, dog. And she's right and whatever she wants to do. That's feeding her. You know what I mean? Uh. Oh, Jesus. It's me, orphan child, homie. Oh, what's up? Joshua, right? Solano.
Yeah. Josue, I think.
Josue. My brother been down for last 30 plus years doing double life. Apache Joey. Dispensa, homie. Su centra in la casa. What's up? But yes, I was incarcerated with Vargas. Vargas' dad, dog. Yeah. You could tell, like, he don't want it. He was solo, dog. He was solo. And his son had been through the Olympics, right? Yeah, his son was already in the Olympics and everything, and his name was like coming up representing the Raza, and the fight with what's his name, and De La Hoya. He was coming up the ranks, homie, and you could tell he was just a solo walker. He didn't want to talk about it. Not that we approached him, but he just did his own thing, dog. Is bubblegum ball headed orphan child? Orale, I see you, homie. As a motor, was I like this? Yes, dog. Yes, homie. You don't got a picture of me when I was a kid? Where's the?
Oh, where'd you leave him
Um.
Wait, when you were when you did time in prison?
No. Go to my Facebook, and then you're gonna see one of those pictures when I was 13, 14. Yeah, Simone, I'll show you a picture right
This
now.
one?
Yeah, let me see that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Check it out,
Sorry,
dog.
it's just my
I was
face,
about
right?
13. Look at that. That's
You
me,
even
dog.
have like a mustache.
With the tandito, dog. Look at me. Can you guys see that? I was about 13. That's crazy, huh? Yeah. Straight tandito on my tank top, homie. I was this madroso, dog. Straight buster. Why am I a buster, dog? Why am I? Jose. Go to Jose. Let's see his Jose the joint. We're gonna see Jose the joint. We're gonna see his estilo. Vato better be G'd up from the feet. Oh, in the private. Vato, homie.
And his profile pictures, I don't even know what looks.
Saludos City of Compton, 70s. What's up, homie? All right. I got you, homie. Stuff from St. Louis, homie. What up from Orange County? What's up, homie? Yeah, you know what I mean? Just don't have it private. Let me check out your flicas, dog. Let me check it out, dog.
That's alright. Don't really give me time.
But anyways, what else did to say?
Did you ever get to meet him? I think they're asking if you ever got to meet the son. No.
The son? No, I haven't met him to this day, dog. I met his jefe. I did time with his jefe. But somebody said the most craziest time that most craziest jale.
Oh, they're asking you what was the most craziest jale? El Quinto 51 said, big you will respect, brother. What's up?
Paperwork ain't clean. What? Jose the joint? Serio, Pedro, dog? Serio? You're asking for paperwork? Inbox me, homie. I'll show you my paperwork, my 128G, dog. Come on, please, dog. I trip out on vatos that speak like that, dog. And you're in a private account. Inbox me, homie. I got you, dog. Never dropped out like that, dog. I went all the way out, homie. Maybe your homeboys did it, but I didn't do it, dog. You know what I mean? Maybe you did it because you're out here just wolfing, dog, out of the side of your neck. You know, out here on social media in a private account, dog. Come on, dog. We just finished speaking about those matters, dog. You know. I went all the way. We don't.
And then another guy, Jonathan, saying, homie, you were in a 50-50 yard, and I went to his account. It's private also, and no picture.
Private also. And 50-50 yard. We didn't have 50-50 yards in my time, dog. We didn't have those yardas,
That's how
dog.
you know
The
these
yarda was just no good, homies. Plain and simple, dog. We didn't know. We didn't even have an idea that those 50-50 yards were coming, dog. We didn't even heard about it, dog. We heard things that were gonna change, but I'm talking what, 19 years ago? How long have I been on? 19? I had two CDC numbers, homie. I have a picture. I'm masked up because I'm wanted, homie. Is that him?
That's
Jonathan?
another guy. There's two guys.
Is he the one talking madness?
Both of them. There's a Jose the Joint, which is private, and then this guy, Jonathan, is private.
So
too.
you're private because you're wanted, but you don't think that the Judas could trace down that? You know, there's programs that trace everything down, right, homie? You know? And if you're wanted, well, just go get yourself a lawyer, homie. Go put your money away, dog, because you're gonna need it in the long run. My homie brother said he made you do your chores in prison. Braulio Garcia, do you know him? Man, well, you're just wolfing, dog. And you're wanted, and that's the way you're gonna carry yourself in prison, dog. Just go to the 50-50 yard, homie. Do yourself a favor, homie. Go to the 50-50 yard, homie. If that's the way you're wanted, homes, and that's the way you carry yourself, dog, you failed already before you even got there, homie. Much respect to my native lover. What's up, homie? Your green light, little. Where you at, Jose the Joint? Yo, what's up, dog? Where's my paperwork at, dog? Show it, dog. Let me see, Holmes, what you got. Who is that? He's private too?
Yeah, there's
Why
two
you
of them.
private,
Jonathan
dog?
and Jose, they're both private.
Block that fool.
There's two. I'm gonna block.
El Quinto WSPS. Get that name down. Let's see if it's true. Screenshot his name, see if he's really from Nevada talking all that nonsense and all that. Sock check, homie Simon. Sock check. El Quinto, you're marked. Please, homie. Please, dog. Inbox me, homie. I'll tell you where I live at, dog. Inbox me. I got you, dog. See, that's the difference of vatos that been around, homes, and vatos that just talk out of the side of the neck, homes. You know what I mean? You're a child, homie. You're a child. Block that fool. Soledad State. I've been to Soledad. I've been in the North Yard. I've been everywhere, dog. Hey, can you let me know if I could call you and ask you something? Simon, carnal, of course. Solano, I got you, dog. ¿Qué onda, homie? What's up? I know, puro chavalas, dog. What I trip out on is that vato. That he's wanted and this and that, and he's talking like that.
I think it might be the same person because it's Jonathan and Jose, and they're both
right in the same madness, yeah. Block them both.
Yeah, I guess.
You know? What's up, boy? Hey, saludos. Haters are gonna hate. They need to get like Simon. You know, right away they read an individual and they see an individual like that, like myself, and they think that, you know what I mean? Oh, that one, 50-50, this and that. Man, please, homie. I don't give an F about the system. Oh, thank you for the necklace. Hey, who's that? Eric, gracias, homie. Who was that?
Yeah, Eric Torres sent you gold necklace.
You ride solo? Well, you better join with somebody, Jonathan. Is that the same one?
Yeah, I already blocked him.
You blocked him? All right, thank you. You know, how you doing? Much love and respects. What up all the way from Texas? What's up, homie? Dispensa, but let's do rutina. I already did, dog. It's my birthday. What's up, Eric? Oh, gracias, dog. Keep the old jams going. Have a blessed night, and much love. That's right.
Happy birthday,
Daniel
Eric.
Parra, what's up, man? Everybody's tuning in. Gracias, you guys. Thank you, guys. Dispensa for the negativity. Dispensa for the haters. You know what I mean? They're always going to talk out of the side of the neck and do this and say all this. And the vato said that he was wanted. That's why he had a mask or whatever. And he's talking like that. And he's going to the joint. Oh, homie. You're already failing the test before you even get there, homie. You know, I ain't scared of my paperwork and all that, dog. I really don't care. I don't live like that no more. But I make sure that I finish my whole routine now when I got out. And I changed when I got out here, not when,
when you were in
you
Gary.
know, right?
Yep. Fuerte 480 says, Saludos, bro. Those foods are real, homie. Don't know nothing about respect. That's right.
They don't, you know.
Mhm.
Uh, they
More
didn't,
greasy. Oh, go ahead.
they didn't have SNY back in the days. No, they didn't call them that, dog. They was maybe a couple yards back in my days, dog. Uh, Vacaville for the sick people, and I can't remember the other one, dog. But it was rare, homie. It was rare, rare, homie. And you had to do your time, dog. You know, but I guess people chose and decide to do what they wanted to do, and it's not my position to speak um the predicaments that they were caught up in or what they wanted to do or what yards to join. But I've always said this to myself: look, if I live this crazy life, if I went all the way, if I go to the pinta and all this and that, and I went for the barrio and I did all this, I ain't going out in handcuffs like that, homie. If something happens, homie, hell no, dog. I ain't going out no gurney like that, homie. I'm going out straight up, walking out of that yarda, dog. If I have, you know, pedo on me, where you know what I mean, I get into a guerra or whatever, ain't no gurney gonna take me out to the hospital, dog. You're a soldier, fool. You were born a soldier, homies. You came in a soldier, you go out a soldier, dog. You ain't no half stepping here, dog. Ain't no. Back in our times, dog. Back in our days, you didn't think like that, homies. You never. It never crossed your mind, dog. You don't. You know, that's why when they speak so freely about, oh, you this, you that, you 50-50, you drop out, like, how do they speak so freely, dog? You know, when you're born in the barrio, in the uh, ruthless lifestyle and high-speed chases and jales and cuetazos and, you know, why cheese out now, dog? Why back out? Why back out, dog? Why go to prison and say I don't want to pay this no more? What the makes no freaking sense, dog. Imagine that. You go do all this holly and then something comes up and you say, I don't want to pay no more. What the? So you see the mentality from back in our days, from the old school ways, we didn't it didn't it didn't sit right in our minds, in our heart, in our spirits, in our self being, you know? But you know, to each his own. If that's the decision that people chose, and you know, that's them, dog. You know, not us. We just have respect. That's it. Live your life. Do what you gotta do, and that's it. Now, when I got out, yeah, I changed, homie. Like I'm done. I'm done. Ya estufas. The discharge two numbers. I gave them back. I'm good. I'm all right. You know, I'm blessed. You know, but to have that mentality and to speak so freely of the yardas like that, I don't get it. I still don't get it. You know, I just you ride all the way, homie. That's it. You're leaving in una bolsa. That's it, homie. That's it. That's how you're gonna end up in that pinta. You're gonna walk out. They're gonna put you in a bolsa, homie. You know, and that's the way we lived, homies. You know, that's unfortunate, but thank God we don't think like that no more. You know.
Nope.
Ain't no half stepping, Karina. That's right. There was no half stepping. There was no half stepping. Just go all the way and pase lo que pase, you know? Did I see a lot of hollies in there? Yes. Did I see a lot of people, you know what I mean? Que
Que se
on the
fueron.
line? Yes. Yes, I did, homie. Yes. But it's nor here nor there, homie. That's their time and that's it. And, you know, you can't proclaim it. You can't say nothing. And that's another number that the CDC made money out of, and that's it. They send you the cuerpo and vámonos, you know? Shy boy, yeah, okay. It's the truth, huh? It's the truth. You know, that's another number. And get it over with, and what's next, you know what I mean? Simon, I'm making the own sunglasses. I got about 1 more month, homie. They're gonna be having the frames for those, dog. No, Sammy, it's not my birthday. It was a little girl's birthday, homie. Keep your head. Too much trouble in the world. Keep your eyes in God. That's right, Annette. Saludos, bro. Those fools aren't real homies. Yeah, that's right, dog. A lot of things change now these days. These days. I got a son in there. It's not the same. We had it back. Yeah, that's right. Back in the days, yeah, it was just different, you know. But thank God we're out, homie. Thank God we're making a difference. Did the sirens come in yet? No, no, no. Homeboy's cruising.
Yeah, he's cruising.
I saw the beginning of his journey at Parts Channel. Oh, Jiggy, what's up, Jiggy? Yes. When I got out my first job, besides washing cars and all that, trying to get that extra money first, I worked at this company called Parts Channel. I'm gonna tell you like this OG. Let's change the subject, homie. We don't got nothing to prove. Nada. Got not. Bingo. Winner, 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 chicken dinner. That's the truth, dog. We ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody, dog. We've been there and done that, homie. Who cares what, when, where, how crazy you were? So what, homie? Right, homie? It don't make a lick of difference, homie. You know, but if you want to speak to me like a man, I'll talk to you like a man. Anyways, yes, when I paroled, I joined this company named Parts Channel, and I met a guy named Tony. He was an ex clavo vato, and he was sober for a little while. He was sober for about 2, 3 years, I think. And I just started getting close to him. I started surrounding myself with positive people that wasn't doing scante, wasn't doing partying, that wasn't doing none of that. So he had this old beat up El Camino, beat up, dog. He was like, don't worry about it, homie. I'll take you home. Bah! Bah! It was a beat up El Camino, dog. And he made sure that I would get home or I would have food or whatever I needed. He always provided. He was a firme vato. He was from Pico Nuevo area, I think. Pico Rivera out there. And firme vato. So I'm like, yeah, Simon, dog. Hey, well, gee, come pick this up at the Cantona, dog. And I went to his pad. He had a big old freaking fat cat, homie. Biggest cat I've ever seen. What the heck? And he goes, that's all I do, homie. I feed the cat. I go for a walk. I go do this. And I go to church and I come back every day. I go to church, homie. Just so I won't do dope no more. I'm like, that's right, dog. He goes, hey, if I could do it, you could do it. But I still remember that fat cat, homie. Big old bonsai like that, dog. That cat was huge. Uh, what's your opinion on the structure from which you grew up onto now in the streets? J213 is different, homie. You had more solid foods back then, dog. You had more solid foods, you know. You went through some. You see a lot of fist fights, dog. You see putazos in the calles. You seen it all, dog. Not like now, dog. All you see is vato like this.
Or hiding on keyboard.
You know what I mean? All keyboard warriors growing the huevudos. I call them huevudos because they grow a huevo on their forehead. And now you just see them all scanted out. I seen this a moreno, raza, a Filipino, a gabacha, and two razas over here on the other side of Noah. And they were in the calle and they were like, damn, you could tell they were in a sick one. And the truck pulls up and I'm just waiting so the truck could go by because I can't get through, right? And all of a sudden they just look at me like look at me, hey, my bad. Like, fucking scante, fool. You guys gotta get off that scante, homie. But that's all you see, dog. Scante warriors, you know? Firme Rocha. Yeah, that's right. Irene the cat was dope. Yes, it was. It was big. My bad, not. Thought it was your break. Oh, no, it's all right. Nadine, what's up, man?
Hey, Nadine.
Firme Rocha, gracias, gracias. Thank you guys. But that's the difference between back then and us. You know, back then there was real hollers. You know, now you know they got license plate readers. They got the whole desmadre, dog. You know, you can't get away with nada. You know, but then the cholos ain't the same. They got skinny jeans, shredded, sagging, and this and that, and my this, my ninja that, and we never spoke like that. And they got braids and You know, that's the style that they have. You know, I seen some ones from prison where they were recording my ninjas and this and that, and they're straight raza. Like, man, don't ever, you know, like I don't speak like that, dog. And I would expect the same in return. Don't speak to me like that, you know. I'm not no moreno. I'm raza. And I make sure that I was raza. I got all nothing but tacas of the cultura, you know. Karina, gracias, man. A candid discussions on the street life and career change. Yes, Simon. Uh, Sammy, what's up, man? I've been clean off dope for 4 years, but I'm having a hard time getting off methadone. You still on that, homie? I didn't know. I mean, I heard they were still out there, but they don't do that no more, dog. That's You should be thankful, homie. You should be automatically saying, I made it, dog. And get off of that desmadre, dog. Why? Because the drogas that are out there are worse, homie. They're about 10 times worse than what you were taking, dog. You know? And if you made it this far, homie, that's it, dog. It's the last step. Vámonos. Don't get stuck on that, homie. You know, your mind, your heart, your spirit, and you just your ansias to go do and go get that little lick in the morning, little piloras or little sauce that they give you, whatever. Just let it go, homie. That's it. You could do it, dog. That's all that's just doing, dog, is patting the monkey in your back. Good boy, good boy. That's all he's doing, dog. You know. What you gotta do is grab that freaking monkey and throw it out your freaking shoulder, fool.
Yep.
Chula Vista in the house. What's up, man? Sonny, keep your head up. Your family, keep your head up, canal. That's right. Do you remember La Raza Park in San Jose? No, Irene. I heard of it, but we're from SoCal. I'm from Norwalk. But we did have a Raza Park where ours is called, one of them is called Chicano Park in San Diego. But the main one is Lincoln Park in LA that has Zapata and a big old bronze statue and all that, you know? I work for you, speak the truth, respect. That's right, homie. That's right. Yes, you're right, OG. Yeah, that's true, dog. Methadone only does is just pat the monkey. Good monkey, good monkey. No, get that bastard off of him, dog. Get him off your back, homie. That way you could go ahead and concentrate and do what you need to do, dog. I know people on methadone coming out for like 40 years, homie. Yeah. You gotta let it go, dog. I just found out one of our homegirls that was on it for a long time. She just said, "Oh, Lord." I mean, unalive. You know what I mean? And yeah, Tavia, you know. Chris, I just hit 4 years clean and sober. Praise be to God. That's
That's
right,
right, Chris.
Chris.
Good job,
That's
man.
right. Good job, homie. Let's give Chris a round of applause, homie. That's right. All you
Been
vatos that
your
have been
follower for a
sober,
long
homie.
time.
Saludos. Big shout outs to you guys. And even if you're trying, homie, you're still trying, dog. That's the main thing. You know, you might be out here all grifo out like, trip out on this vato, homie, dude. Check out this bro over here, dude. Hey, you know, all grifoed out and all that, whatever, you know what I mean? But hey, at least it's getting something, homie. At least it's penetrating your mind, dog, you know? It never goes back void, dog. It never comes back void. It will penetrate the bone and the marrow. That's what he says, dog. You know, out of the abundance of his heart, his mouth speaks, dog. You know? I got 8 OG Pollo. What up, Pollo? What's up, man? It reminds me of Pollo, my homeboy Pollo. I have a homeboy named Pollo. He says, don't call me that. Because Pollo was his baby name. His name is, I can't say it, you know? But we call him Pollo. He's crazy food, dog. He does tacas. Dime vato. But congratulations on the 8 years. I was 17 years in the streets. That's survival, homie. What's the name of that show?
Oh, naked and afraid.
Naked and Afraid, homie, ain't got nothing on you, homie. 17 years, dog. I have 14.
That's
What's up,
right.
Martha?
Good. That's
Congratulations.
right,
David,
Martha.
what's
Good
up? David,
job.
I see you. Uh oh, yeah, you're right, OG. And he said something, see doble, see you funny as fuck. All right, Simone. I try to get carilla, dog. I try to be firme, dog. You know what I mean? I try to put a smile, dog. You know what I mean? Like I've always spoke that. I've always said that if you're in front of this camera, dog, I'm gonna entertain you the right way, dog. I'm not no culero like that, dog. You know what I mean? I'm firme. But when they come at me like all that, hey, where's the paperwork? Drop out this and that, man, just miss me with that. I don't speak like that, dog. You know? Sometimes I gotta put them fools on their place, dog, and inbox me, homie. I'm a man, dog. You know what I
They
mean?
don't.
And they don't, dog. You know what I mean? But I'm just being forward, homie. You know, you ain't gotta go sit there and go try to look for me. I'll give you my address where I live at, homie. Kyle. Explain to me, talk to me, homie. You know what I mean? What is it? Get it off your shoulder, homie, you know? And I try to be reasonable, understandable, and comedy at the same time, dog. And try to be feed, man. I try to be like your older homeboy, just chop it up. Remember your older homeboy just got out the joint and like he had stories and he was a comedian and didn't let life get him down, even though he didn't have a holly. But he would even bag about him being on EBT, or there wasn't an EBT. He would be on food stamps, those back in the days, or features from the parole office. He would clown. I'm the same way, dog. But he knows that there was hope in life because he was out. I'm the same way, dog. There's hope in life, homie. Uh, I can't wait till you drop those frames. I'll buy them. Oh yeah, yeah, Simon.
Those are there already. Those.
There's these ones are there already on TikTok right here, homie. Pero, um, the ones with the Rockin Chicano, they're gonna have it inside, dog. So, DJ ESC, yeah, that's right, homie. Francisco, what's going on, homie? I see you. David, what's up, David? I'm talking about when you was talking about homegirl that passed. You said doble. Yeah, well, I gotta say codes, dog, because TikTok shuts me down, homie, or YouTube, and or whatever social media that's there that it'll shut me down, dog. Tim, what's up, homie? What's cracking like? And thank you guys for tuning in. It's 8:32. We're almost there, homie.
You from Echo Park.
Man, I only got 8.4 likes. Double tap that screen. TikTok, what's up, homie? Show some love. Somebody drop a medalla, homie, on me.
Mm-hmm. We can go chain.
King. King, my favorite show. What's up, homie? What's cracking lacking? Are you gonna go to any car shows this weekend? Yes, dog. There's some. Montebello is gonna be having it. When is that? Saturday or
I
Sunday?
think it's Saturday.
Saturday, Montebello Chevrolet dealership. Kylie, we're gonna be there. I'm gonna be walking around, filming. I'll be filming and with the kids with the wagon, homie. Coming from Pacific Coast Highway, here I go. What's up, David? That's right. Um, but Simone, yeah, we're going to some shows this weekend, homie. Anyways, one rola.
Put some music on. Are these car shows free? We never have car shows in San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio has a show this weekend.
Oh, they do. They have the lowriders.
They have a super show this weekend. They do. I have an art show next week and I airbrush lowriders and Harleys. That's right. Oh, on the Rafla? King, on the car, homie? Ooh, you bad, homie. King, do you do it on the cars in the V-Class? Or just the shirts, homie? If you do them in the car, you're a bad freaking dude, dog. That's a hard Harley. Do you know where we're at? Can you check that?
Yeah, I'll check. But you could, I think, time here. I'll check.
Bullhead City, what's up, man? Right now, Renee, they're gonna check. My wife's gonna check.
I'm checking the.
Let's get together and meet, and let's bring a second chance and picture in the picture. Here we go. Orale. Orale, David. Yep, on my page. All right, King, that's filming, dog. Vatos wear brush? Homie. That's a lot of holly, dog. You know? Can you, did you check that out? Can you go to King's page? I want to see his holly.
Oh, okay. It just says 3201 East Houston Street.
3201 East Houston Street. What's the name of the event? What's the name of?
It's called Lowrider Super Show.
No, the.
Oh, right here. Lowrider Magazine's March 14th Freeman Expo from 11.
Freeman?
Yeah.
The Freeman Expo. That's where it's gonna be at. We're having Tejano music fanfare this weekend in San Anto. Lots of Tejano stars are here. That's right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you want me to look at? King Mike?
Yeah, look at his page. I want to see his jale. Oh, he's in Arizona? King Mike V.
Yeah, I'm getting that
I
one.
want to see his jale. A ver qué chingón eres. A ver, Mike, I'll give you the honest opinion, dog. Because I love airbrush, homie. Oh, shoot. No way. That ain't you, fool. Stop lying.
Pretty good.
You see? Man, your artwork sucks, homie. Here, hold up. Let me take a drink of haterade. That's my haterade. And I always hate when the holly is beautiful, dog.
Yeah, look, he's doing it right there.
Damn, fool, you get down. That's it.
We're in Arizona. Is he from Bullhead, Arizona?
Go
he
ahead.
said?
What's
We'll
up,
be
homie?
there this
Open up.
summer.
We'll be there this summer, fool. What's up, carnalito de Aslan? What's up, dog? I got much love for you, homie. I've been promoting your business right now, dog. Better hook it up out there, dog, in August, right?
Yeah.
Damn, Holmes, you're good, fool.
I'm gonna follow him back. He follows us. We'll follow him.
That's a good hire.
Yeah, good job, man.
Gavin, Texas, what's up, homie? How much time did you get actually drink water back in the days? Oh, man. That water, that prison water was no joke. Come on down anytime. Thank you. King, your hot is bad, fool. Your hot is bad, homito. That's crazy, dog. That's real good work. His name is King Mike V. Remember, King Mike V. You want artwork? Get a hold of King Mike V.
He's right here on the comments, so you guys could look him up.
That's right.
And his account's not private.
Show his artwork. Let me see his artwork. Right there, Renee, right on top of you, there's a comment. Check it out. Retired artist, tattoo artist of 33 years. He don't taca no more. He doesn't break down the Walkman no more in the battery pack and melt the chess pieces. He don't do that no more. Single needle, vámonos, vida loca. Hey, I got you right here, homie. Let me see. Look at that highlight, dog. Jeez, that about good, homie. I seriously thought you're gonna be all right, homie. You're more than all right, dog.
You thought he was
A lot of authors that say, "Oh, I do this highly," I'm like, "All right, let me see, homie. I'll be honest, dog. You know, I'm gonna keep it real, dog. You know." But he has some FEMA stuff. The lowrider stamp coming out. I'm already mines and framing them. Simone Rosie, they got a lowrider stamp coming out también. So they got all, you know, and support your local car shows, you know. Jiggy says the 3 dots. Vida loca. Bam, bam, bam.
He gets down. Karina said, "Yup."
Yeah, he gets down.
Oh, he said he's originally from Fullerton.
You're from Fulas, homie? That's right, homie. What are you doing over there, dog? On the red state, homie? Doing all those gamachos out there, all those Scante warriors out there, dog. Looking around,
Man, they be walking
around with freaking chanclas that.
Oh my God.
They walk around with chanclas from Egypt when Moses was there, dog. And their bodies look like freaking beef jerkies, homie. And they're all like, no dientes, no.
It's hot.
It's hotter than Satan's toenails, dog. And them lots are just walking around like nothing. You know, like all smiling, no teeth. Their patas look like bunions, dog. Like, you know?
I don't know how
He laughing.
They walk and walk. Oh,
they walk and walk. Yeah. Philip, can I do the necklace? Simone, oh, did you put those necklaces away already?
Oh, we shipped them out.
You shipped them out already?
Yeah.
Damn, I've been getting down at those necklaces. Homie, they're pretty female. Damn, right there. Check me out, man.
We have them on Instagram too.
Hey, check them out on TikTok or whatever, you know. Inbox and, you know. Susie's laughing. Yeah, well, it's true, you know.
It's hot.
Look. What is it? The 95, right? You got to take the 95 all the way down to get to Laughlin. So you take the 40 to the 95, get off on Needles, and you start hitting it. And Laughlin ain't there till about another 20 miles, dog. within those 20 miles, you see some casinos, you see some jales, but man, you see these freaking, most of them gabachos, sabanas, gabas, they look like freaking lizards, homie. They look like straight freaking big jerkies, dog. Vida loca on their vicla, and the chanclas are so tore up, and they're like vida loca, and they're going to the conecta. Their hair you could tell is like half brushed in the front, and then the back, like a Moloch style, todo dread style, and like, damn, fool, go take a playazo primero, homie. Put a freaking paño around your head or something, dog. Put a wet towel around you and put the water bottle every time and get on that vehicla, dog. Vida loca, they're out there, dog, at 120 degrees, 124 degrees. The hottest I seen some gente out there was 125 in front of the motels right there, dog. Just straight scante warriors, dog. Psh, man, dog, like this madre, like, I'm already burning in Hades, homie. Damn, dog, like, I wait, you know?
I
You
don't know how they do
you
it.
could at least, you know what I mean, have the decency to cross over to
River?
the river and jump in there, fool. Bañate, güey.
Their skin looks
Beef jerky.
horrible. Oh,
Damn. Chris, nice shirt, homie. Gracias. It's a Pendleton. It's about 10 years old, homie. You know? Johnny's laughing. Yeah, this is true, dog. The vatos, bañate, güey. Jump in the water, homie.
I mean, the river's there.
The river's there,
So it's
homie.
not
Free
like they
water,
get,
dog.
yeah, literally
You know?
right there.
And they get to go to the store right there in front of Terribles, and it's like, damn, homie.
You look terrible.
You look terrible, homie.
And that drive is like far.
20 miles, I think.
Yeah, and they're just walking like, wow.
That's right. Viejo, nada más pasó a saludar. ¿Qué ondas? What's up, George? What's cracking?
up,
Johnny
Jorge?
Blaze, what's up, homie? I know. Johnny Blaze throws the vato swimming in the water. I know. Bañate, güey. Where's your palm brush? Palm brush right here, carnalito. Boom, 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 boom. Brush the rocha.
Fresh Rosa.
Hell nah. Even when I was using dope every day, I had to keep it clean and fit.
No, they don't keep it
They don't
clean
keep it clean, dog. Nor fit.
or cool. It's like,
Hey, dog, you see them right there at the parque, dog? Like, the Bullhead City Park. That's what it's called,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it
The
is.
Bullhead City
Where they
Park.
have the
So
bullhead,
you
the
could
bull-
you could drive up, but it's 20 bolas to get in, and you can't come back out. But it's open to the public, so that means you could walk in there. And there's an A-frame there, dog, in la mañana. So if you get there early, because in the weekends, it gets stupid packed, dog. But it's beautiful right there because you're by the rocks, and you could have the sea-doo, and you could pull it in, and, it's firme. But all the Scante warriors are there in the morning, homie. They're all freaking just smell like fundillo. They got barrels that look like just like them, all freaking pobres perros.
Suffering, huh?
They got their V-Class with different tires and like straight vida loca, like chanclas. Them chanclas have better days, homies. I feel like every time I see them, they're like, damn, fool, give those back to Moses, homie, freeing the slaves, dog. Ya se murió el güey. They already made it to the promised land, fool. Retire those chanclas, homie. That's how bad it is, dog. Like, damn, like, pobrecillo. About today, homies, you want some water, dog? You want anything, dog? Oh, what do you got? I go and cook some carne asada. Come back later, homies. I got you, dog. And we do. They barely let water out of the dam now at 4 o'clock. We used to be there in the boats till at 10 a.m. That's right. Tony's laughing. That's the truth.
But we go there every year, so we see this.
Cynthia, what's up? Rockin Chicano never leaves home without his palm brush. Here we go, dog. Always, homie. You gotta have that in the paño. But it's a trip, huh?
Yeah.
But in my line, what's his name? King what?
Yeah, King Mike.
King Mike V. In my line, dog. In my line, dog. And they're in front of Terribles. There's a casino and a gas station called Terribles. And they're out there like terrible, homie. They're like terrible, homie. Firme tres flores, cara. That's the thing. That's the thing. Cali is beautiful. It's expensive, homie. It's too expensive. California's way too expensive, dog. too expensive. We're
Too many rules. Like you can't have this,
too
you
many
can't have
rules,
that,
homie.
right? Like it's like
Are you talking that little one, Regency Casino? Yeah, that one too, dog. But the Terrible, dog, the gas station with the little slots in there, dog. It's called Terribles, right there by down the street from Safeway
uh-huh.
and Black Bear Diner. I know that place real good, dog, because we
We
go
go
stay
every
out there.
year,
We
yeah.
go stay a whole week, homie. We're out there freaking running amok, dog, cracking Riverside Casino, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it called? Don Laughlin?
Yeah.
I never lose at Don Laughlin, dog. It's been like what, 12 years, 13 years?
Yep.
Every year I crack those fools, dog. Bam! Except for one year where they gave me chorroso, homie, because
Oh yes, it was
they used to have
nasty.
the the buffets. They don't have the buffets there no more.
Now I
And
wonder
one time I
why.
ate clams, homie. Golly, dog.
All week
I felt
cholo.
like that damn with that water coming out, dog. Ayúdame, homie. I had to go and send my lady, and we got those pills, right?
Yeah, but you were
The
sick.
I was sick. That's the only time I never won, dog. But all the other years, I cracked those fools, dog. I don't come home under 2 grand. That's no casino on the bullhead side. Yeah, that's right. It's crazy how I see you and I feel like I know you all and did dirt with you, but it the soul I see. That's right. That's right, carnal. That's right. Likewise, homie. I need to visit Bunny Ranch. Orale. I never seen the Bunny Ranch. You know what? Um, I was going through the YouTube. I heard it's out there. There's another one, and where does Norma live at?
Uh, she
Permune?
somewhere in Vegas. I mean
Per,
in Nevada.
per,
I don't know.
and it talked about that city, but I didn't know that they had another bunny ranch there, dog. You know, like wait a minute, you know, because I like to study, Holmes. Whenever you know, wherever location, destination that I go, I try to study it, dog. You know, and and when the city comes up or whatever, something comes up, um, one thing that I don't do, dog, once in a blue moon, like yesterday, I was real sick, homie. I had the flu and everything, dog. Thank God I'm feeling better. But yesterday, finally, just once in a blue moon, I click into Family Guy or whatever and I watch entertainment. But it's rare I do that, homie. It's usually reading, studying, learning about something, you know. That's always been me, dog. I've been fascinated with things of that we don't know about, you know. Don't teach me, don't make me learn what they try to teach me at school because that most of it was lies. I have to go investigate myself, you know. So I was googling that city and it showed up. It was a YouTube video and it showed up. I didn't know that, you know. South Park, yes, those things are freaking crazy. Oh man, homie. Yesterday at Family Guy, he was part of the baseball team, I think, and he had to take a chorroso, so they had it live. So he took a knee, and they thought that he took a knee to protest about the brutality and whatever, and they kind of became famous over it. So he goes and Nike gets at him, Nike, but they changed the name so they won't get sued. And then he makes this commercial, you know, not have one family, have two family on the other side of the country, and then not have two families, but have a secret lover
Oh, that's the
in
one I saw this
Arizona,
last time. Remember? Oh my god.
and they were chirujos,
Like why have this
and then
when you could
come
have that?
come out when the retirement for the 50 years of your dad ceremony, you come out and you tell them, don't let them get away. You do this, Holly. Like, damn, that freaking shows too much. You know, like, but I do know that he had a lot of lawsuits. But you know, el vato vida loca. I
I
just,
don't like that show.
he's too much. You know what I mean? But anyways, ¿qué ondas? You got your walking shoes on? Yeah, dog. Man, like, this week we walked a lot. I walked the swap meet, dog. I went live for you guys, and then I went to Pasadena, you know. But a Rockin Chicano don't take out the sunglasses for no one. Oh, the firme. That's right, dog. Shout outs from SGV Pomona East Side at 909 in the house. What's up, Omito? Yeah. Um, I'm. Ooh, who is it? Mean? He
Where?
says he's a booty warrior.
What the hell?
Carquero. Órale, cálmate, güey. Uh, Last week it was cracking. Yes, dog. It was freaking packed, dog. I had to leave. I like to leave before the whole Judas get there, whatever. But I broke the record on going live on TikTok. It hit 282,000 views, homie. Heck yeah, dog. You know, they were coming in sessions of 8,000 viewers, 12,000, 15,000. Come back to 13, 12,000. It was pretty good, you know. Uh, Isaiah, what a leva. I know, huh, dog. That's what he said, dog. I'm a booty warrior. Este vato está loco, homes. Because I got 3 social medias on, you know? So, that's crazy, dog. Saludos, homie, from Bell Gardens. What's up, homie? Hey, thank you guys for always tuning in.
Thank you.
Uh, Congratulations on that. Ese. Gracias, homie. He says esa. No, chalecos mecos, homies. It's esa. It's esa. He puts esa. No, it's ese, homie. Reposted. Gracias, homies. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hey, do me that favor and double tap that screen. TikTok. I didn't get no likes, homie. I don't know. I didn't get no hearts, homie. Dispensa, dog. What's cracking from Detroit, homie? Hey, is it hot in Detroit right now? Good night from San Anto. What's up, man? Gracias, Rene, you and your familia, homie. Um, that's why I don't shake his hand. You're a fool, dog.
Oh my God.
Este vato, ¿quién goes? That's why I don't shake his hand. I know, oh, sucio el vato. Rockin Chicano, can you please tell me how I can get one of your Impala waterfalls, Jonathan? Where you stay at, Jonathan?
I think he's up north. I think last
Uh,
time he said.
Manolo, really, what's a leva? Leva is like, you no good, homie. You're like a punk. That's what it is, dog. But Jonathan, where you stay at, dog? Well, let me know when you come to LA, dog. I'll hook you up, homie. Do we have any left?
Ooh, I don't know.
Daniel, Booger, Pop, do we have any 64 Impala waterfalls left?
Uh,
I think we sold.
we sold it.
You serious?
Yeah, fool.
We just got the one in the
Yeah, we
office?
sold it. We sold it.
We sold it
At Pomona.
Pomona.
I sold it at Pomona, dog. But I got one at the office, dog. I don't use it. You know, if you come down, I'll let you know. You know, Tejano Style Lowrider Magazine in the RGV. What's up, carnalito? Fresno, yeah. Do you plan to come here to LA, to San Diego somewhere, dog? Your familias, your family, somebody, dog?
We can't ship them. They'll break.
I'm not gonna ship them, dog, cause they're gonna break, dog. That thing is
They
big,
throw,
homie.
they throw everything.
And nobody has them, dog. How many did I make? 5? I think I made 5. I sold 5, and I have the 6th one, if I'm not mistaken, dog. But if your familia comes down, yeah, Simon. I'm from Indonesia. Nice to meet you. Ole. Mucho gusto, homie. Hey, thank you guys for sharing the live, homie. I appreciate it. I'm from Compton in Washington State now. Miss home. Every time I see it cracking there. Yeah, dog. Compton's alright, dog. Compton is not as crazy as it was, dog. Look, dog, I'm gonna be honest, homie. What up from San Diego? What's up, homie? I'm gonna be honest with you, Ken. Uh, they're trying to gentrify all the cities, dog, all the barrios, homie, all the hoods, all the areas. They're trying to like break them up, dog, and try to sell the houses for more. Corporate and investors come in and sell the house for 3, 4, 5 times. You know, in the corners, a lot of boba, Starbucks, and all that. You know. Gentrified now, yeah, that's what I said, dog. Compton it still has its little areas, but it's not as bad as it was. It's not as cracking as it was, dog. You know. Uh, Reposted. Gracias for reposting it, homie. It's a cemetery, bro. Yeah, it's still, dog. You know. Wrong. It is Compton. You can go for a walk during midday, and Linwood is worse. Nah, Manolo. Um, it wasn't. It ain't as bad as it was, dog. You know, I don't know how old you were, homie, but like in the 80s, 90s, you know, it was bad, dog. Late 70s, and 80s, and early 90s, it was horrible there, dog. It was bad, homies. It's not like that no more, dog. It's still bad, but not like that. Burke checking in. Uh, $8 an alley of gas. Yeah, that's in Placita Olvera, dog. That's across the street from Placita Olvera. That gas station is always expensive because all the Juras gotta go through there. Twin Towers and all of them are there. Uh, but we have another style of the waterfall. I have a Volkswagen coming up, so when I go back, I'm gonna go and 10 some areas in Cal. Yeah, how old are you, Manolo? If you don't mind me asking. Chirac. Yeah, everybody. You know, everybody, every area, every state is different. It changes. You know, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8 years might be bad here in Manolo. You're 50. Yeah, well, you should know that it was bad, dog. It's not as bad as it was, homie. You know that it was horrible because you spoke on Linwood. Uh, do you remember the Linwood Hudas, the Vikings? Those were bad. Those straight gangbangers, dog. Whittier Fritzy Nellis expensive homes gentrification. Yeah, they knocked down the YA and they made those expensive homes. They have two buildings left on the YA there. Uh, the last I did the Alley Convention Center, nobody did one like that. Nah, some Heine did it, dog, but it wasn't cracking like mine, you know? But it's the truth, dog. Uh, that's the motherland of crime in U.S. Chirac. Yeah, dog. I probably is, dog. You know, ours was 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. Those 5 years was the worst years of LA. You know, they had mother sucker, dog. They had CDC numbers. They made 20 something new prisons, homie, within those 4 years. Uh, 50. Yeah, I believe it, dog. But it used to be horrible, Holmes. Uh, how? Oh man, they read too fast. What is it? What did it say?
Which
Tune
one?
into the top one, the top social media.
Uh, it's got real, that one?
I'm not too sure.
That's what it says. Says it's got real, and then another one said lived there in the late 80s. No, I meant LA is the
Uh,
motherland, but Chicago is definitely up there.
how are the Brodies in National City doing? National City is nice, expensive, homie. Very expensive, dog. You know, it's very expensive. Uh,
That's
Grandma
right,
was
brother.
in
I didn't see
Watts.
that.
That was crazy back then. Yes, that's right. David, is God real? Of course he is, homie. You know, it's a trip. Yesterday was a lot of talking so much madness, dog. You're like, F your God, F this. And I was just listening, you know what I mean? And I said, if I tell you how to meet God, will you do it? And he was like, yeah, whatever, whatever. Lato was going crazy, dog. I can't believe in the nonsense that people be saying, dog, you know? And uh, I tried to challenge him and he didn't want to take it, dog. Well, I'll show you how to meet him, dog. But two things are gonna happen, dog. Or you're gonna be cursed. Lucky if you come out alive. Nah, I met Ali is the motherland, but Chicago is definitely up there. Yeah, Chicago's bad, dog. You know, Chicago's bad, dog. You know, but hopefully it goes good, homes. You know, saludos de Santana. What's up, OG? Going back to Cali, yes. In the summertime, it's perfect out here, dog. The food that says in his heart that there's no God, that's real.
Saludos desde Santa Ana.
We do everything with God and love. Love heals all sins, bro. Multitude of sins. That's right. I see a lot of LA bros moving to Menifee and Hemet. Yeah, cause it's cheaper, dog. It's cheaper, homie. It's. I want to give me a place out there, dog. But then at the same token, damn, homie, I'm gonna be out there looking like a lizard, dog, dried up in the sun. You know,
And it's far from traffic and all that.
it's far.
Yeah, it's really far.
Who else is joining? Thank you, Jose, for tuning in. Gracias. Do me a paro and double tap that screen, homie. And thank you for all the gifts. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Gracias for always following me. Gracias for coming on here, homies. And it's a blessing to have you guys here. Saludos from Mile High City. You know, gracias, homie. Uh, LOL, 10-4. Yeah, it's hot out there, dog. But the property's cheap out there, dog. You know? I think, dog, if I would have to move, I would have to probably go to Corpus Christi out there to Texas on the coast by the ocean, dog. Even though muggy, but still by the ocean, you know?
Psalms 14.
Psalms 14, that's right. All right, boys. Anything else? That's it. How much am I asking for the water fountain? Just let me know, dog. If you send out some gente and we'll talk, homie. You know, I'll hook you up.
Good night, Jiggy.
All right, boys, homie. Hey, much love and respects. I'm about to bounce. It's hot in here, homie. What happened to our buddy from Newport Beach? Oh, yeah. Don?
I forgot his name. But
Long Duck Don?
no.
Nah, his name was... Que gacho, huh?
Colorado, up in the mountains where there's no electricity.
Where is he at, homie?
He's probably enjoying the waves.
What's his name? Long Duck Don? I ain't right up.
Uh, Good night, get some rest.
Que gacho on Long Duck
Yeah,
Don.
San Pedro.
San Pedro in the house. All right, David, I see you. I see you guys. All right, man, I'm about to bounce. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Big Vic. What's up, Stay Brown? That's right, homito. Uh, I like you because you respond. I tried, dog. I got 3 social medias on at the same time, dog. So if I don't get at your comment, just inbox me, homes, and I'll get a hold of you, homie. You know, I have 3 of them, dog. My tripod is 3, but I can't say the other one because the other one shuts me down. Hey, but much love and respects, homie. All right, pues, I'll see you vatos a ratos, homie.
Night, guys.